Most people think the opposite of rich is poor. They are fundamentally wrong. The opposite of rich is slave. In the modern age, specifically in a high-consumption society like the United States, we don't have iron chains anymore. We have credit scores. We don't have overseers standing over us with whips. We have monthly subscriptions, high-interest credit cards, and 30-year mortgages that keep us awake at 4 a.m. You might be earning six figures. You might have the corner office or the latest tech gadgets. But if you stop working tomorrow and your life collapses in 30 days, you aren't successful. You are just a high-earning, high-spending prisoner of the matrix. Your salary is not your wealth. It is the hush money they pay you to forget your dreams and keep the machine running. Let's talk about the Great Deception. The system is designed to keep you in a state of perpetual economic puberty. It wants you to earn more just so you can spend more. Think about it. When you got your first job, you were happy with a small apartment and a used car. But as soon as that promotion hit, what did you do? You upgraded. You bought the lifestyle. You traded your newly found freedom for a bigger debt obligation. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is the most effective trap ever devised by man. It ensures that no matter how much you make, you remain a servant to the bank. You are trading your most valuable non-renewable resource, time, for pieces of paper that you immediately give back to the same people who printed them. You buy a house you don't need to impress people you don't like with money you haven't even earned yet. This is not living. This is performing. You are an economic serf in a digital age, trading your life force for cheap dopamine and temporary status symbols. True wealth is not about what you spend. It's about what you control. Most people rely on linear income. This is the time for money trap. In this model, your wealth is capped by the number of hours you can stay awake. It's a fragile existence. If you get sick, if the economy shifts, or if your industry is disrupted by AI, your income vanishes. A stoic millionaire, however, focuses on something much deeper: shadow equity. Shadow equity consists of assets that work while you sleep. It's the dividend-paying stocks, the automated businesses, the intellectual property, and the strategic investments that don't require your physical presence. While the average person is out buying a luxury watch to look rich, the silent 1% are buying the companies that make the watches. They don't buy the toys until the assets pay for them. They understand that every dollar spent on a depreciating asset is a soldier killed in their army of freedom. If you want to escape, you have to stop seeking status. Status is the bait used to keep the masses distracted. The Matrix wants you to care about the blue checkmark, the luxury brand logo, and the opinion of your neighbors. Why? Because as long as you're chasing status, you are predictable and controllable. You are a consumer. But the moment you stop caring about looking rich and start focusing on being free, you become a threat to the status quo. The path to freedom requires strategic deprivation. For a period of your life, you must live like you are broke, even when you aren't. You must take your excess capital and feed the machine of production, not the machine of consumption. You have to build a freedom fund that allows you to say no. The most powerful word in the English language isn't yes, it's no. No to the toxic boss. No to the soul-crushing commute. No to the societal expectations that don't serve your soul. But you can only say no when you have the financial runway to back it up. Wealth is a mental game before it is a financial one. You have to deprogram your brain from the employee mindset. The employee thinks in terms of how much can I get. The producer thinks in terms of how much value can I provide. Capital follows value like a shadow follows an object. If you provide immense value to 1 million people, the money becomes a mathematical certainty. Stop treating your money like a ticket to a theme park and start treating it like a seed for a forest. Every dollar you invest today is a tree that will provide shade for your children tomorrow. The system wants you tired, distracted, and deeply in debt. It wants you to spend your weekends recovering from a job you hate just so you can go back on Monday and do it all over again. It's a closed loop designed to harvest your energy. Break the cycle. Audit your life. Look at your bank statement and ask yourself, how many of these transactions actually moved me closer to freedom? If the answer is none, then you are not an owner, you are a renter of your own life. It is time to flip the script. Stop being the prey and start being the architect of your own reality. Build your army of soldiers. Protect your time. Ignore the noise of the crowd. The matrix is real, but the exit door is wide open for anyone brave enough to walk through it. It's not going to be easy, and the people around you will try to pull you back because your growth highlights their stagnation. Let them talk. While they're discussing the latest gossip, you will be discussing the latest acquisition. While they're sleeping, you will be building. The choice is yours. You can have the appearance of wealth today and be a slave tomorrow, or you can embrace the discipline of the few and own your life forever. Wake up. The game has just begun.